Hey, they're gonna make
She
it
said,
back in
I
the
didn't
markets.
make it.
They're gonna make it back in the markets.
That's right. You're gonna make it back in the market. You know how many times I hear people that say, "Oh, I missed the trade. Yo, SPY dropped by $12 today, y'all. 12, yo. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it because I just don't. I don't even want to talk about it. But SPY dropped by $12 today. A $12 drop in one day. All it took was one. It just took one. Y'all see the? Okay.
Hey, we live though. We live. So for those that don't know, man, investor, educator. When I say educator, I mean true financial education. Like we ain't doing none of that. You know what I'm saying? Let me,
Yeah.
yeah, we ain't doing none of that copy and fake, none of that copy and paste or copy and fake. You know what I'm saying? We true education, published author. Grab my book, Beginner's Guide to Stock Market Investing on Amazon. Coach, podcaster. Go check out my podcast, Stock Market Tour Guide on all platforms. We tuned in, we tapped in. Don't forget to join Stock Market Education Center. We working on I'm actually working on a financial education workbook right now too. And if you need some help with some dividend investing, I got a dividend investing workbook out right now, teaching people how to make money, increasing those income streams, passive income streams every single month by way of dividends. Please tune in, tap in. We're doing big things. And when I say education, let me just give you a little background. Like I've been investing for a while now. I've been investing 4 years. I've been studying like crazy. Like right now, I'm coming off of studying monetary policy and the history of economics and things like that. Like so, the way I do my approach is I use the past. That's the guideline. The past is the guideline, and then we take a practical approach. And then we use the information we have today, married with the past, and we got a way to see where things will be in the future, right? So if you use the past, marry it with the present, and then we have a roadmap to the future. This is how you foresee the future. This is how you make those plays in the markets that's gonna 10x, right? This is how you make those plays. This is how you position yourself, and it all starts with fundamental financial education. And I tell people this all the time. You can't, if you start investing without knowing the language of money, without knowing basic financial education, you're setting yourself up for failure, right? Like essentially, you'll be a well-paid slave. You know what I'm saying? You'll still be a slave because you haven't unlocked yourself financially, right? You don't know the principles of money. You don't know the values of money. You don't understand the intricacies and how money works and things of that nature. So you want to understand financial education first. That's actually how I started my investing journey. When I started investing, it was it was by way of me understanding when I built the better financial understanding. I essentially found out that you have to invest, right? Because money is debt. Inflation it takes away the value of your dollar, and the only way you can get it to grow, like you literally have to move your money you have to invest it in order for it to grow. It has to circulate. Money is currency. The root word is current. Just like the flow of the river, just like the electrical current, it has to flow in order for it to grow. And you have to let your money go in order for it to do any of the above. So I basically deduced it down to all that. No, for sure.
Go ahead, boy. Go
No,
ahead.
for
You
sure.
hear me over here? I'm like, go ahead, boy. Talk that. Because I
Hey,
listen. I absolutely 100% agree with this man, y'all, and everything that he says. And y'all know. Okay, I don't put no man on my page. I don't post no man, baby. I don't care if you miss it. I ain't gonna have no man on my page, y'all. But I got this man on my live, not just on my page, but on my live. Why? Because I believe in what he's doing. I believe in each one teach one, and this man really be teaching y'all. He be teaching and he be preaching, and y'all know I be preaching. So I'm over here like, go ahead,
yeah,
praise
yeah,
the
yeah.
Lord, because I can wholeheartedly agree with what you're saying. We're both on different sides of the fence. The reason why I can like tap into this is because this man is into fundamentals, y'all. Fundamental analysis, and I'm into technical analysis. So now you got two sides of the coin. You got the best of both worlds because they both work hand in hand. They both go together. I'm looking at the technical analysis, which is right now. Okay, I need to see the charts. not
No,
gonna
for
give them to
sure.
y'all because I don't want to taint y'all, okay? But I am a technical girl. He is a fundamental analysis person. But together, when you put them together, it's a dynamic duo. You
Yeah,
can't lose. You
for
got
sure.
dividend investing, you got growth investing, you got options. Where I'm at, hey y'all, hey, okay, you got that part. So I know some of my girlies up here that make money trading options. Then they go and invest the money into long-term stocks. So they come to me and they want to, baby, come on, I want to do a day trade. I want to get in and I want to get out. I'm gonna teach her how to the technical analysis. I'm gonna teach her how to read this 2-minute chart so that she can make some money in the next 20 minutes or the next 2 hours. Then she's gonna take the profit that she made in the first 20 minutes and she's gonna put that shit into a stock for the next 20 years. Do y'all hear me?
No, for
Do
sure.
y'all understand? Do y'all hear me? Do y'all hear
No,
what's
for
going
sure.
on here?
For
So
sure.
they both work hand in hand. But in order to put your money, hear me out, y'all. I don't want y'all to get this twisted, okay? So you can look at a stock and it can be going down for one day, like SPY. SPY can go down $15 in one day and you can make a ton of money in one day. But that doesn't mean that you don't invest into that company long term because we know that the ETF SPY returns 10% annually on whatever you put in there, and that's guaranteed. That's just guaranteed, right? For the last 10 to 20 years, 10% annual return each year. Look it up. Go ahead, do your Google check, so do whatever you gotta do. I love it. Okay, sir, I'm here for it.
No,
all
for
right,
sure.
y'all figure out a way to make your money work for you. Not you working more for more money. Make sure that your money is working for you. And I cannot reiterate that enough. I know I be screaming at y'all that lady, why you yelling? I be yelling and shit, cause why you yelling? I'm yelling because I need y'all to get it. I'm yelling because I need y'all to understand where I'm coming. I'm not up here to kiki and giggle with you. I'm up here to let you know that we're here to talk about the money. All right. It's the first time I'm ever doing this. I ain't never did this before. I don't know. Sir, you might have some good stuff going on, okay?
Yeah.
I might be a little bit, it
Hey,
might be the drink.
do what you
I ain't gonna
do.
lie, it might be the drink. But you know what? I like what you're giving. Okay, I like the information. I've been following your page, and I am not one to be in competition, especially with somebody that looks like me. I'm up here for collaboration. It's not about competition, especially when we both on the same page trying to teach. Each and every one of us, we all can go together. We can go.
No, for
It's enough
sure.
room for all of us.
Hey,
It's enough out here for all of us. We
hey,
can all get it together.
it's
Okay.
plenty of money out here. The U.S. is $39 trillion in debt. Trust me, it's a bunch of it going on. That's all money is anyway, is debt.
Yeah.
And people gotta understand that
It's
bridge,
absolutely enough. It's okay.
between financial education, well, between fundamental investing and trading. It's a beautiful thing. You take that money, that short term money, and you put it into the long term games. That's how you play. You gotta have that long term mindset. And it's funny because traders know this. The people who just want to come in and make a buck, y'all make sure y'all share this video too, because somebody need to see this information. Y'all share this video. Hey, it's funny.
Y'all tell them come to church.
Nah, for sure.
Now, come on,
They gonna learn how to make a bag in this church house. I promise you that. But the thing people gotta understand is, when it comes to fundamental investing, you building a story with numbers, right? And it's, do the numbers make sense? And if the numbers make sense, then you buy, right? When the numbers stop making sense is when you sell. You sell when the story changes. That's when I sell. Not, don't get me wrong. Some people, they have other, metrics that they use to determine when they sell. But I sell when the story changes, because just because company XYZ went down in price doesn't mean it stopped being stopped being a great company. Like if you were investing 2 years ago in 2022 when we had that bear market, it was ugly. It was ugly. Everything was going down. But here's the thing. You stood to make a lot. My portfolio actually ballooned during the bear market. So when I first started investing, I think we was going into a bull, and then COVID hit, and it really started pumping because of all the economic stimulus. And this is one of the things that you have to understand as well when you're investing. So during certain economic environments, like a high interest rate environment is typically good for bonds. Stocks end up getting hit with the brunt of the blow. So when we started raising interest rates, you started seeing companies laying people off. You started seeing stocks taking a hit. People were pessimistic on the markets. They were rotating money, right? And you got to know to follow the money. You got to know where the money's going, because this was just a wealth transfer and a buying opportunity. And it's a lagging effect that comes from this. So right now, we're in a high interest rate environment. So the Fed is actually about to drop interest rates, which means they're going to be buying bonds. This is quantitative easing right here. When the Fed buys bonds, the prices of bonds goes up. The interest rates they stay the same, but since the face value of the bond, you have to pay more for it. So this makes the interest rates decrease. It's just basically they're stimulating the economy. So you understand this, you know that it's a good time for stocks when interest rates are going down, but it takes a while. It's a lagging indicator. It takes a while for it to actually happen. So it's all about positioning. So you have to understand, you take that quick money you take that quick money from those trades, and then you put it somewhere to grow long term, because the purpose is to keep that money circulating. You don't want to take it out and now you living off of it, because now you're just working a job. You know what I'm saying? Now it's just a job. Now it's just funding your lifestyle, but it needs to be working. Your money should work harder for you than you work for it. Money is a willing slave, and it should be out there working hard for you.
Money is a tool.
No, for sure.
Money is a tool, y'all. You use the tool to make you more money. Money is a tool. It is the number one toolbox, the number one tool in the toolbox.
No,
Right?
for sure.
I like to let people know you need to use this as if it is a tool, because it is going to fund everything. It makes the wheel go round. I like to, like you said, when the stocks go down, it's not that it's a bad stock, right? Unless you have a bad stock.
No, for sure. Yeah, yeah.
But if you have a growth stock, okay, if you have a blue collar, blue chip stock, all right, like the S&P 500. Oh my God, it dropped $10 or $12. Baby, the S&P 500 is $550. It can afford to drop $10 in a day. It can afford to do that. That doesn't mean that it's a bad stock. Let me break it down for y'all, okay? Louis Vuitton, the bag.
LVMH.
Okay, the bag.
LVMH.
You find somebody, right? You find somebody that has a vintage, let's say it's not vintage yet, because 10 years ago, 20 years ago, it was a brand new bag, okay? Here's a true life story, y'all. I had a brand new Louis Vuitton bag. The thing cost me might have been $1,400. Okay? The bag goes out of style. Okay? It goes out of style. It's not hot topics no more. It's not talked about no more. Oh, that bag is out of style. Nobody don't want that. Like 5 new bags that came out. You gotta get the new bag. And here go my stupid self. Here go me stupid. Okay? I done sold the bag on sale, baby. I sold the bag for like $800. It cost me $1,400 plus tax. But then I sold it for like $700-800 because I was just trying to get my money. I was like, let me just get rid of it. I want the new shit anyway. Let me get my little eight. Baby, the bag today is going for $3,200. Do y'all hear me? The bag today is going for $3,200. When I sold it at a discounted price of $800, that did not mean that the bag didn't have value. Okay, it's the fact that I had to hold on to it. I had to wait. I had to, lady, just hold it down. Hold it down, because if you hold it down, you're going to get more than what you paid for. You don't have to sell it while it's on. It's the same thing with stocks.
For sure.
It's the same thing. Okay, essentially, it is the same thing with stocks. I tell people like this, y'all know when I get my classes, I'm going to say something like this, okay? These are red bottoms. These are Christian Louboutins, okay? The little red bottom shoe, all right, y'all? So we're going to buy these shoes. Today, they're on sale for $300, okay? That is 70% off. Normally, the shoes cost $1,000, but today, they're on sale for $300. Does that mean that Christian Louboutin is going out of I've been saying this for years. It's been 7 years, y'all. 7 years. I ain't gonna lie to you. I got a little tiny custodial account. A little. When I say little, I mean the only thing in it is Disney because she decided to pick it. My daughter, she wants Disney. Playing Roblox. She done put some money in Roblox. I was like, girl, she wanted Roblox, but it's her account, so I let her put money into Roblox and Disney. But me, I'm into Spy, but she's been into Spy now since it was $290 something, and Spy right now is $540 something. Okay, and this was from about 4 years ago. Okay, and this is the account from 4 years ago. Not only is it up 100%, over 100% from when 560. No, she got it about 290 or something. So almost 100%. But also reinvesting the dividends that come from the stock, putting it back into reinvesting drip. When you get your dividend payment, you put it back into the stock. So that way you get more ownership of the stock and it keeps. Y'all don't hear me. Y'all go ahead, Jay. Go ahead.
Man,
Go
look,
ahead, Jay.
hey,
Take it
I'm
away.
gonna tell them because look, you make your money when you buy, not when you sell. Okay, understand that. This is even with trading too. You make your money when you buy, not when you sell. So that entry, you got to get that entry down right. So when we get that entry down, you got to think about it. So you want to buy these companies on discount when everything is low. This is when you make the money. You don't try to catch it when it's on the way up, hoping that it goes up more. We want to know how to play the game, and we want to make sure that we playing it the right way. That means that we're gonna buy low, knowing it's gonna go up. Even if it takes 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, it's a long-term game. Because guess what you're able to still do? Add more shares, and when you add more shares, you make more money, you get more appreciation, and then if you are investing in dividend stock, you're gonna be making more income. Because the more shares you own, the more income you make, you reinvest it back into that stock, it buys you more shares, and guess what happens? You make more income. And all the while, this interest is compounding over time. Compound interest is the eighth wonder of the world, as said by Albert Einstein.
Say it one more time.
Hey, compound interest is the eighth wonder of the world. You know what I'm saying?
Eighth wonder of the world, y'all. Compound. I did some shit on this 4 years ago. Ain't nobody want to listen to me because maybe I didn't have 1,000 followers. Maybe I only had 200. But I told y'all 4 years ago. Okay, compounding interest is the eighth wonder of the world.
For
And it
sure.
was like at the time, I'm not gonna lie to y'all now. At the time, I was just now figuring this shit out. I was just like, whatever. I'm not putting my money in the bank. Baby, simple interest versus compounding interest. If you don't know, go look it up. If you don't know and you need to know, send us a text message.
For sure.
Send him a message. Send
For
me a
sure.
message. Send somebody. Okay, get on YouTube or something. But when I tell you compounded interest is where it's at, I mean it's the difference between you making $1 million and between you making $400,000.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you. So
Y'all
Tom,
better get that goddamn Excel sheet going. Y'all better get your Excel sheets, okay? Get the little compound interest calculator. I've made one on my own. I went to Excel. Of course, there's a whole bunch of free. Listen, y'all, there's free compound interest calculators all over the internet. I'm fancy and I'm bougie and shit, so I wanted to make my own. I made my own one on a Google Excel sheet. So in my mind, every time I make money from an option, I want to put a percentage of that money into this savings, high yield savings account. Okay, I'm looking for 5.5 or better. Okay, 8%. I don't know. I'm looking for high percentages and also for it to be daily compounding, daily. So I want my money to be growing every day. I don't give a if it's growing by $1.
for
But
sure.
$1 over the next 365 days. Compounding is this, y'all. You want to get 1% better.
Every
Just
day.
try 1%
Every
for the
day.
next year, right?
Every day.
1% today, 1% tomorrow, 2% the next day. Because even if you, damn, I want to break it down. Here's how it is. You get $1. You put in $100 today. Okay, let's do it like this. You put in $100 today. Okay, tomorrow you're gonna have $101. Okay, because you make $1 on that. But now the next day you're gonna have 101, and you're gonna get an extra $2 going
And
up and
and
up and up.
that's
What that
because
sound
the
like,
interest
y'all?
that your interest is making interest.
Hold up. It sounds like delta and gamma. Doesn't it? Doesn't it sound like delta and gamma? Because your delta increases by gamma, right? You get your delta is $50. After the $50 you get the first time, the second time you're gonna get delta plus gamma. That is the compounding. I'ma stop. Go ahead. I'ma stop. Go ahead,
Hey,
you got
that's
it.
it. You out there preaching, man, because that's just your interest is making interest in a nutshell. Instead of you just making interest on that principal, now your interest is making interest. So the money is making more money. The money is just having babies, and those babies are having babies. You got to understand that compound interest works two ways. This is the financial education behind it. The negative side of compound interest is debt. Okay, so now you compound interest on a negative spectrum, right? And this is what is decreasing your net worth. So compound interest on a positive spectrum, it increases your net worth. Negatively, it takes away. So you have to understand the difference between the two. This is how you make sure that you're constantly growing and you're not losing, right? Because we want to make sure that we're consistently earning, and we don't want to. Come on now, who wants to sit here and you got to bring in more than you send out. That's just that's financial education
Say it
101.
one more time.
Hey,
Say
you
it one more
look,
time,
man,
Jay.
look, man. You gotta bring in more than you spend out. Like the average person spends $1.25 for every dollar that they earn. So that means by the time you get to $4, you already five in the hole. You know what I'm saying? You already five in the hole. You ain't gonna never see no increase.
You know what? You know what? You know. Listen, y'all. I'm excited. Forgive me. Let me calm down. The wine is whining. Okay, the wine is. Hold on, y'all. Wait a minute. Let me tell y'all something. The wine, this shit right here. The
Oh,
wine
I
is
heard
whining,
about
y'all.
this.
Okay.
I heard about this shit the other day. That
Listen.
XXL. That shit
I'm
good?
not gonna lie.
That shit
It's doing
good?
what it do.
Yeah.
It's doing. I'm excited, but I also get excited whenever I talk about the stock market shit. But this is exciting right here because honestly, when I hear somebody and they know what they talk about, I'm like, God, I see you. I see you, Lord. I see you, Lord. I see you. Okay, because let me explain. It is so hard. It is so hard to get people to understand. It's so hard when you have to convince somebody that listen. I promise you, I'm not trying to scam you. I promise you, I just want to help you. I promise you, you need to unlearn some shit that these people have put into your head. Society has made you believe that you have to put your money in the bank.
For sure.
They made you believe that shit, but they wouldn't tell you that the bank is giving you 44 cents. Wait a minute, y'all. 44 cents on over $40,000 in the bank. I said, I know you fucking lying. I know you lying. For years, I put money into the savings account in Chase. For years, y'all. I kid you not. $50,000, $65,000. Here go my realtor. You have to leave your money in the bank, okay, for at least 60 to 90 days before closing. You can't buy nothing. Make sure the money stays in the bank. And I'm sitting here. I so happen to look at my damn savings account interest payment. That shit said 44 cents. I said, baby, I called the bank. I didn't lie. I'm not lying to you. I called the bank. I said, I'm confused. I got $44,000 in here. You mean to tell me I get 44 cents? Not $44. Not $4. Not $44. Y'all, they gave me 44 pennies for the month of having 44,000 in that bank account. And from then, I did 44 cents times 12. And I said, oh, these y'all got me. Okay, I done took it all out. Y'all want to ask me how can you play so many trades in a day? Because I done took all my money out of Chase and put that shit into Robinhood so I could make as many trades as I want to make. Because they was playing with me. Why would you play in my face like that? And I'm so silly because for years, it's been 15 years I done had a Chase bank account. Can you? Wait a
Hey,
minute,
you
y'all.
want to know what's funny
Can you
about this shit?
understand what 15 years of 50,000 or more would have done for me in the stock market? When people ask me, like, what, how did you get here or whatever, let me tell you, I
No, for
Like,
sure.
been here before we
For
even
sure,
here.
for sure,
You know?
for sure.
Y'all, go ahead.
Nah, for
Go
sure.
ahead.
Hey, the market's been around for a minute. I'm gonna tell you like this. Put it like this. One of the first market crashes was 1929. You gotta think about it. It's been around since before that. You know what I'm saying? The market, it's been investing and trading going on since they were ships, since they were sailing ships. Everyone would put in on a voyage, so in case the ship didn't come back, they weren't losing everything they had. But you gotta understand, so the banks, they invest your money. So you put your money in the banks, they give you 0.025%, and the banks actually invest your money. It's called fractional reserve banking. So the banks invest your money, insurance companies invest your money, the 401k you invest in, they're just buying stocks. So everyone is investing your money but you. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta learn how to get in the game, because if you don't, you're gonna forever be waiting on the next person to feed you. If you give them permission to feed you, you're gonna give them permission to starve you. You know what I'm saying? They not paying you no money anyway. Those banking accounts ain't paying nothing anyway. So, and like I said, and it's something called fractional reserve banking. They lending your money out. So that's how they're able to pay you that little fraction of a percent, because they're making X amount on it and they're just giving you the crumbs. Right? So they don't even they're holding your money in their establishment, and they're just sending it out to go, to compound it and get a return on it, but you not doing it. That's the name of the game. You got to learn how to play the game. So you got to become the bank. When you invest, your money shows up on a company's balance sheet as debt. You're now the lender. You know what I'm saying? You have to become the lender, and not instead of being the person that is receiving the money all the time. Instead of being the debtor, you have to become the lender. That's the whole purpose of playing the game. That's the purpose of buying stock. That's the purpose of buying bonds. That's the purpose of buying, different assets, commodities, gold, or whatever the case may be. You're putting your money somewhere in order for it to grow for you over the long term. That's how you play the game. And we're not taught this, right? We're not taught about investing. We're not taught about financial education. We're not taught about certain things that can propel you to where you want to go. Those dreams that you have, they're obtainable, but you got to get the information. It's crazy because the world we live in right now, you got information at the click of a finger. It's literally at your fingertips. But so many people are so misinformed, or so many people don't want to put the work in. So many people don't want to actually learn the information to apply and then change their lives. You know what I'm saying? Because we got that microwave mentality world that we live in today, where everybody wants something quick. You want to get that bag quick, but you don't know how to make it. You don't know how to keep it. You don't know how to preserve it or grow it. So it's called wealth creation, wealth accumulation, wealth preservation. You gotta learn how to do all three. If you don't, you fighting with an arm tied behind your back. You gotta learn how to play the game. A lot of people don't know how to play this game. They you wanna make the money. You know the vehicle you want to use to make the money, but you don't know how to make the money, right? You don't know why. You don't know why. You know the what and the how, but without the why. Like at this point, you pretty much just shooting in the dark with your eyes closed, hoping you hit something. You know what I'm saying? You playing a losing game. I'm pretty sure it's a few people that's probably watching this, whether in the past or right now. You bought a stock, you don't know why you bought it. You don't know if it's good. You don't know what's happening with it. You don't know if it's going up or if it's going down. You say, hey, if it make it back, you buy it at 10, it go down to 5. You say, if it go back to 10, I'ma sell. Well, if that's the case, you need to be buying more shares so you can make more money on the way up. You don't know how to play the game. You know what I'm saying? So you got to know why you're doing what you're doing in order to really maximize your benefit. The more you learn, the more you earn. I promise you this. Lady, you can vouch for this. Until you learn everything that you know about, whether it's the different streams of income or whether it's just the markets, until you learn as much as you know right now, you've never made as much as you made right now.
I swear to you.
Yeah.
Let me tell y'all testimony.
Hey, the book, Stock Market, Beginner's Guide to Stock Market Investing by Justin Ellsworth. It's on Amazon. Go grab it. I got your back for life.
Drop the link.
I got you. I'm gonna drop it. I'm gonna drop it in there.
Drop it in the comments.
I gotta go
So I'm
pull
gonna
it.
tell y'all this. I've been a customer with Chase since before 2005 to 06. Since 2006, y'all, I was 7. I don't want to reveal my age, but since 2006, I've had a Chase. I've had a Chase bank account since 2006, y'all. Okay, but yeah, my Chevy is good. It's good. but the money's not growing. It's not going nowhere. It's not growing, and nothing was happening with it. I never even thought to look at my savings account. All I kept doing, I would just throw it. I'm throwing it in the bank because I want to show people. What you talking about? Bitch, I got 100,000 in the bank. I got 100 full time. You ain't got. That's all. That's it. Like, that's it. You just got your money in the bank. That's it. But see, I wasn't around the right people. I wasn't surrounded. My crew wasn't that of the girls that was in the market investing. Series 65, Series 63, Series 7. I didn't have financial friends. I didn't have people to have conversations that would let me know, listen, this is what you should be doing with all this money. I am so glad that you took your hustle to a level where you could create such a six-figure income. I didn't just reach six figures. I've been there. I've been touched six figures. I done counted this shit with my hands, bare hands, had a money counter and all that. But I didn't want to use the money counter because I got trust issues. So I'm counting this shit on my own. Okay, I done did it, y'all. I done touched it. I done felt what 100K looked like. I felt it in my own hands. You know what I did? I didn't buy no goddamn stocks. I didn't buy no Bitcoin. I didn't buy no crypto. Baby, I went and bought me a S550. Okay, it was 2014. I went and bought me an S550 and I moved into a penthouse in Edgewater, New Jersey. I was next door neighbors with Fab and Emily B. That's what I did. Like a dummy. It was so stupid. That was dumb as hell. I was in Roof Chris every Thursday with Emily and Fab in Weehawken, New Jersey, y'all. I used to go to Roof Chris Steakhouse for dinner every Thursday, and this man would pull up in his black G-Wagon, and I would pull up in my black S550. Like, yeah, that's my neighbor, y'all. That's my neighbor. And that was the thing. But now I'm like, yeah, I got 20 shares of SPY. That's what it is now. Now it's, baby, I might be driving a Honda, but I got 20 shares of SPY at 298. What you talking about?
That money stack different.
Don't talk to me
Money
now. I'm
stack
bragging.
different.
This is me
Yeah,
bragging.
that money
Right?
stack
Like,
different.
you
Hey,
understand? That money hits different. And listen, like I said to people, everybody knows this about me. I let people know. I've taken the loss. I've taken the hit. I know what it's like. I have taken, but you're only as good as your biggest loss. Okay, you're only as good as that. And I like to tell y'all that. Y'all know I like to let y'all know this ain't it's always on the up. It's not. Because sometimes you're going to get some stuff that happens, like,
That's that employee mindset right there. You gotta go from an employee mindset to an investor mindset. Investors work on percentages. Why do you think people talk about, oh, the SPY can get you a 10% annual return? They don't say it'll get you a $10 annual return. They say it'll give you a 10% annual return, right? You work on percentages. That's why, come on now. The more you put in, the more you make. That's why people don't like that long-term investing, because it's, let's put it like this, it's not as quick as a bag as trading. But here's the thing, the more you put into your account, the more you put into your portfolio, you have to invest regularly. So the more you invest regularly, the bigger your portfolio goes and grows. And now you're making 5% on a $10,000 account, right? So if your portfolio goes up 3% in a day, and you got a $10,000 account, you just made $300. You know what I'm saying? On some crazy stuff. So now you seeing the gains, right? It's a percentage, it's a numbers game. The bigger the portfolio is, the more. That's why you think people like options, because you get to control 100 contracts for each one contract, each one that you control 100 shares for each one contract you have. But guess what? If you owned 100 shares of whatever stock, or 50 shares of whatever stock, and now you have a $10,000 portfolio, this is your net worth right here, right? So now you've increased your net worth. By holding on to stocks over the long term, now you increase your net worth. As the stock goes up, guess what? Your net worth goes up. The more you invest, the more you're worth. You become more valuable. This is how you become more valuable. The goal is to become more valuable, right? You need to learn. This is called an income skill. This is a money-making skill. Investing is a money-making skill, and it's passive. I'm not gonna say it's semi-passive. Like dividends is passive. Putting up the work up front to learn what is a good dividend company, that's where you join. That's where that's where you get to doing the work. That's why it's semi-passive. Trading, you actually have to work, to some degree, whether it's buying or studying the chart and then selling. That, man, fractional shares count too. What you mean? You building a habit, and those fractionals add up into a whole, right? You don't have to start with the whole. You got to start somewhere, but you got to just start.
Pause. Right here. Stop right here. Did y'all hear that, man? Did y'all hear that, man? He said fractional shares. If any of y'all, first of all, if all of y'all, I don't know how many of y'all is watching, but if all of y'all, every one of y'all who's watching right now, Passive Income Playbook is free. It's free. Okay? It's a free ebook on my website. Somebody drop the link, because I know y'all got the link. I ain't got time. Y'all know I'm drinking, okay? Somebody drop the link. Passive Income Playbook is www.sippingstocks.com/ebook. Go get the ebook. The man done said fractional shares, y'all. And y'all know I don't really care for shares too much, but I'm going to tap in. Robinhood gave me $1,500 worth of shares last year. How many shares? $1,500 worth. I don't give a damn if it was $5 and $5 and $5 and $5. Baby, it was $1,500. You know why I don't care to share my Robinhood link no more? Because I can't get no more money, baby, because I done got $1,500 out of that for free. And it was fractional shares. But let me tell you what fractional shares does. Fractional shares, you can now have, let's just say you want to buy different shares of NVIDIA, Tesla, Google, Microsoft, Amazon, Apple. You want to buy all of these stocks, the shares and the stocks, but they're $200, $500, $1,200. But you don't have the money. You don't have $1,200. Baby, put that goddamn link in your bio. Put the link in your bio. You're going to get free shares, baby. I woke up one day, it was like 27 free shares. I was like, oh, I was lit. Because it was 27 free shares, but it was only $5 for each one. But at the end of the year, okay, y'all, Robinhood gave me $1,500. Go argue with your mama. All them people that be like, get off of Robinhood because it's for beginners and all of this. Baby, I'm not a beginner. Okay, I'm well advanced. But I love Robinhood because I love free money. And they give me free money. Baby, if you was giving me $1,500, I'm coming for it. Let me get that. Let me get that out of you.
Hey,
Okay?
look.
Robinhood gave me $1,500 in shares. Fractional shares. Now, it looks like you only get a piece of a piece, right? You get a piece of a share. But the thing is, if Amazon is $200 a
Hey man,
Go ahead.
the
Go
thing
ahead.
the
Go
thing
ahead. I'm gonna
people
give it
gotta
to you.
understand about fractional shares is think about it like this. If you buy a fractional share and that stock goes up 10%, you still make 10%. You know what I'm saying? It's not like you're not limited to just 2% or 0.5%. You still get 10%. You just making it on whatever you put it in. It's just about building that habit. It's about getting into the habit of putting your money into the markets in order to grow for you. Because like I said, when the stock grows, your money's gonna go with it. It's gonna grow and go with it. That's how it works. You gotta learn how to play the game. You gotta start somewhere. Some people think that they too good to, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm not trying to, you know what I'm saying, jump in this because I don't got the money for the man. Jump in and start playing that game. If you look, you jump in, you stand to win, but you gotta learn how to play. You know what I'm saying? If you don't learn how to play, for sure.
Tell them this.
Hey, for sure.
Tell them this, right? You spend money in McDonald's, right? I don't care. Y'all can lie if y'all want to, but I know y'all be going to McDonald's, and I know y'all be going to Starbucks, okay? So let me tell you this. Whether it's Starbucks or whether it's McDonald's, and besides spending $10 on McDonald's for lunch, put that shit in the stock.
No, for
Let
sure.
me tell you, McDonald's dividend, when it comes to earnings on McDonald's, yo, their dividend is crazy. Like, their dividend is a good, McDonald's is stable. That is a stable stock. But y'all rather be Big Macs and stuff all day long.
Not Big
Y'all
Mac.
want to eat Big Macs and shit all day. Just
Not
put
Big
the money
Mac.
into the stock and take your ass to the gym, okay? All right, you know what? No shade, y'all, no shade. I ain't gonna do it. But let me tell y'all, but before you pull up to that drive-through, before you decide to go get that little deal that they got with the mobile app and give them the code so you can get your free this or your free, listen, they will give you free money. Take the same money that you're gonna spend on that goddamn chicken sandwich and put it into the stock. The ticket, a Big Mac meal is like $15. A Big Mac meal is $15 to $18 in McDonald's right now. Put that money into the stock and just leave it. Just leave it. Forget about it. Every time you think you want to go get you a sandwich from McDonald's or some fries or a hash brown, because I ain't gonna lie to y'all, I went to McDonald's today, I got a hash brown, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. But every time you feel like you want to do that, go put the money into the stock. The funny shit is, if you go to McDonald's and you're using the app because you want to get the little free points, the little free codes, little bonus shit, if you want to get that, you still got to be on your phone on the app. Get your ass on that Robinhood app, okay?
No, for sure.
And put that money into Robinhood, into the little Webull Cat, whatever you want to do. But put it into the stock instead of putting it into the actual company, because the company ain't giving you nothing but calories. They ain't giving you nothing but weight, baby. They ain't doing nothing but making your back big. Okay?
Hey,
I
that's
ain't got a big back.
you funny.
I ain't got a big back. You see my back? I don't have a big back. I can talk shit. I'm
You
a talk
funny
shit,
as hell.
okay?
You funny as hell.
Okay. But listen, all funny business aside, before you go to Starbucks and you get that grande, okay, whatever it is that you get. But besides spending $7 on one coffee every morning, at the end of the week, that is $35 that you have spent on coffees in the morning. You could have put that $35 into Starbucks, which is a $95 what, $100 stock? Okay, after 1 month of doing that, after 1 month of investing $7 every day, you now have one share and some change. Okay? And then you get paid dividends. Okay, and let's just say that the stock decides to say that they're gonna go up. You know, something they merge with somebody or whatever, they open in a new store in Paris or whatever, and they go up. You're gonna make money. Stop with the bullshit. Stop being y'all gotta stop playing with yourself. That's it. Stop playing. That's all. It ain't nothing else. So just stop playing games. Get intentional. Get for real. If you want to make some money, you gotta spend some money. But you can't spend the money on the food that you're eating. That ain't gonna bring nothing back. It's just gonna bring you pounds. It's just gonna put weight on you.
So look,
My bad, y'all.
I got a caveat to that. Here's the trick. So first, what she's saying is, instead of being a consumer, be a owner, be a producer, change your mindset, right? So what you do is you change from I'm just gonna be a consumer to now I'm gonna be an owner. Stock buying stocks is ownership in these companies, and you actually have the best seat in the house when it comes to being an investor because the things that you do in your everyday life, from the streaming services to the phone provider to the phone producer to the places you go shop at, the things you do, the tires you have, the type of car you drive. This is all business. These are publicly traded companies. Every time you exchange your money with someone, this is a transaction between consumer and producer. And so that means your cash is someone else's income. And it's an exchange, it's a transaction. So you can stand to make money with the people that you spend money with. And this is the thing, you just buy it twice. So whenever you want that chicken sandwich, you want to spend that $7, you just gotta be willing to buy it twice. You buy it so you can eat it and enjoy it, and then you buy it a second time when you put the money in the stock, right? So this is gonna help you want to stop spending so much on that, and then you're also able to form this habit. But you gotta think about it like this though. You want to become a producer and not just a consumer. So if you go shop at Kroger's, if you like to go shop at Ross, Ross has a publicly traded stock. You know what I'm saying? If you like designer, look up LVMH, the company that is the parent company of Louis Vuitton and Hennessy and all those, Fendi, every brand you can think of, Belvedere, every brand you can think of. Look up at Hublot and all that. Look up LVMH. If you want to, this is how you grow with the company. Okay, this is how you grow with the company. Your dollar should grow with their business. If it's a business that you like, go look up whatever your favorite food place is. Go look up their stock right now and go to their all-time returns. I promise you, it's a good chance that it's up thousands of percent, if not hundreds of percent type of deal. I can assure you. Go look at Apple. I bet it's a bunch of Apple users on here, but Apple is actually, if you go look at Apple's stock, their all-time numbers, Apple is up probably a good 1,000%. Go look at Tesla, look at their all-time numbers. They're up percent. I'm talking, these companies have been around for a while. Nothing happens overnight. Think about it like this. How long Apple has been around since the late 70s, early 80s. How long has Apple been a staple in everyone's lives to where it was like, oh, you don't got a blue bubble, or oh shit, team iPhone and all this, you know what I'm saying? Like, when did it get to that point? A couple of years ago. Amazon has been around since the 80s, late 80s, early 90s. How long has Amazon been a company where everything that you need, you get it right off of Amazon? Probably like the last 5 years. Like it's longevity. It takes time. So if you start forming a habit now, then you'll have 1,000% return or hundreds of percent return over the long term. You just gotta let your money grow. You gotta be patient. You definitely gotta be patient and let that money grow. Later, they don't hear me though.
Y'all not. They hear you. They hear you because they know what I say. Patience pays.
Not for sure.
Patience pays. If you have the patience, then it will pay you. And the Alexa's listening to me. Hold on. Siri's listening to me. Okay, so no, the patience pays, y'all. When you have patience, let me not lie, because y'all know me. I'm not gonna lie. I don't got patience, y'all. I got ADHD.
That's why you're a trader. That's why you're a trader.
I got ADHD on the low. I will keep it. I'm transparent. I'm very honest with people. When they come to me, I tell them, hey, I want my money today. Lady, I want to know how you do it. Baby, if I make $500 today, I don't give a damn if I have that option for 2 years. I'm taking my $500 today, okay? Because I don't have patience. But that is me. That is I. That is me. That is she. I don't have patience. I have low-key ADHD where I'm just like, yeah, I can't really wait. I don't want to wait. I want it right now. I want it right now. And that has something to do with the roots of me, with the roots that's in me. Okay, there's some things that I need to unlearn. There's some things that I need to unpack. But I haven't done that yet, so I'm still on that type of time. But I do understand the importance of having patience. I do understand the
sure.
Longevity is the game. That's what it is. Now, whether I'm taking my money, my profits from making $1,400 in 14 minutes, like whether I'm taking that $1,400 and putting it into a long-term hold, or I'm taking that $1,400 and I'm putting it into a multiplex building, a multifamily building, a property that is then going to bring me back 14,000. And then I'm gonna take that 14,000, I'm gonna put it on a down payment on a, I don't know, a Lambo or something, and then that's gonna bring me back 1,400 every single day when somebody decides to rent my Lambo out to take pictures and act like it's theirs, just shit like that. I don't know. But anyway, y'all, I've had too much of my wine.
Nah, for sure.
I've had too much of y'all. Give me an endorsement. Who is this? Who did this? Who did this? Who did this? Who did this? Because baby, the wine. It was, what was it? 2 glasses, y'all. It was crazy. The wine is like, and I'm over here. Let me tell y'all what I'm looking at. Look what I'm looking at, y'all. This is what I'm looking at. You would have thought I was in here looking at some X-rated shit. No, I'm not. I'm looking at these damn pink and green candles, and I'm over here looking like Spider showed her ass today, y'all. Spider showed her ass, and I'm like, I'm in this call for 2 weeks out. Y'all think I'm gonna make it? Of course I'm gonna make it. It's 2 weeks. I got 2 weeks out, one spy or whatever. But anyway, with all that being, I could not read the comments. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. It's a lot of comments. Can you see the comments? Jay, can you see the comments?
Oh, I've been looking at them. They've turned up.